Hello guys, this is Sushant. So welcome to your channel, which is Sci Engineers. We had been making videos for this couple of months for the engineering first year students for the subjects of basic electrical engineering, applied mathematics 1 and also engineering mechanics. So if you're new to the channel, you can just go and watch those videos which we have already uploaded. Do subscribe to our channel and do like the videos and do share it with your friends. In this particular video, we are going to continue with our discussion for partial differentiation, which is a topic in applied mathematics. In this topic, we are going to continue the discussion on composite function. So let's get going. So as you can recollect, composite functions are nothing but functions of functions. So since we are dealing with partial differentiation, our variables will be functions of different variables. So let us consider a variable z, which is going to be function of x and y, which is basically my z depends on the values of x and y. But x and y are interdependent on another two variables, which are u and v. Now my u and v are going to be considered as independent variables, that is, they are not dependent on either of them. So now whenever you have to calculate your partial derivatives of your variable z with respect to any of these variables, let us consider your del z by del u, then in that case you have to remember the formula for this as del z by del x into del x by del u plus del z by del y into del y by del u. If I want to calculate it for my with respect to v, then in that case it's going to be del z by del x into del x by del v plus del z by del y into del y by del v. Now basically how do you remember this thing? So what you have is my z is a function of x and y, and in all my x and y are also functions of u and v. So if I want to go from z to u, I can follow two paths. I can go from my z to x and then x to u, or I can go from z to y and y to u. So that is how the formula comes to me. That is, if I want to go from z to u, then it is going to be del z by del x into del x by del u, or so for or we are going to use plus, it's going to be del z by del y into del y by del u. Similarly, if I want to go from z to v, it's going to be del z by del x into del x by del v and del z by del y into del y by del v. So this is how you will be getting your equations for the composite functions. So let's see some sums which are going to be based on it. So let us consider this particular problem which is given to me. My z is a function of x and y, and indirectly my x and y are functions of u and v, which are to be considered as independent of each other. I want to prove that del z by del u minus del z by del v is equal to x into del z by del x minus y into del z by del y. So in this case, if I consider the LHS part, you can see that you have to find your del z by del u and your del z by del v. If you construct the rhombus, you can see my z is function of x and y, and x and y are in all functions of u and v. So just as we discussed the formula for composite function, your del z by del u is equal to del z by del x into del x by del u plus your del z by del y into your del y by del u. So you need to find your del x by del u because you require this particular term, that is del z by del x over here. So you can find your del x by del u and you can find your del y by del u. So using this particular equation, that is x equals e raised to u plus e raised to minus v, and y is equal to e raised to minus u minus e raised to v. Your del x by del u will be equal to the partial derivative of this particular term. You can see that e raised to u is present, so derivative of that is e raised to u. But since v is going to be constant with respect to u, so that is going to be 0. You need to find your del y by del v. Next you need to find your del y by del u. So that is going to be derivative of this term. So that is going to be e raised to minus u into derivative of minus u, that is minus 1. And derivative of this is going to be 0. Let us also find out what is going to be del x by del v, because we will be requiring it for the next term. So your del x by del v is equal to minus e raised to minus v, and your del y by del v is equal to minus e raised to v. So after finding these terms, you will be just substituting in this. So your del z by del u is going to be equal to del z by del x into del x by del u, which is already we have found out e raised to u. So let us write this term. And next, in this particular term, you have already found out your del v by del u. So that is going to be minus e raised to minus u. So just let us box it up because we are going to use it. Next, let us find out what is going to be my del z by del v, because that is the second term which we need to find out. So your del z by del v is equal to del z by del x into del x by del v plus del z by del y into del y by del v. So which is going to be equal to, you have already found out your del x by del v, so that's going to be minus e raised to minus v del z by del x, plus it's going to be this, so it's minus e raised to v del z by del y. So next we need to just find the LHS part. So LHS is going to be equal to del z by del u minus del z by del v. So that's going to be just nothing but subtraction of this particular equation and the other equation, that is subtraction of 1 and 2. So from that you will be getting the terms common. So it's going to be this minus this because the terms are same. So you can take del z by del x common from here. So that's going to be e raised to u plus, it's going to be e raised to minus uv. It's just these two terms subtracted and then these two terms. So from that you can take the plus minus sign common. So that's going to be del z by del y. And it's going to be minus sign common from here. So it's e raised to minus u. And this is going to be minus of minus. So that's plus. We have already taken the minus sign. So that's minus e raised to v. So from this you can see that your e raised to u plus e raised to minus v is x. So that is equal to x del z by del x minus this part is nothing but your y. So that is y into del z by del y. So you can see that this particular thing is nothing but your RHS part. So hence proved this particular thing. So in this case what you have to understand is how the functions are related to each other and which are going to be considered as the independent variables. So in this case my z was function of x and y, and indirectly my x and y were functions of u and v, which we are assuming that they are independent of each other. So because we are assuming they are independent of each other, so whenever you are taking partial derivative of with respect to either u or v. Your u will be constant if it is with respect to v, and v will be constant if it is with respect to u. So this is just the basic concept which is for your composite functions. If you want more videos on this particular topic, do write in the comment section. We'll be happy to help you in your studies. So for now, we are signing off for today. So do let us know what more videos you would like us to make. Do subscribe to our channel if you're new to the channel, and do go and have a look at the other videos which we have already made for you. We have made videos for your basic electrical engineering, applied mathematics, and engineering mechanics. Do let your friends know from the 12th standard who are currently preparing for their entrances exam that we are going to soon upload videos for your mathematics and physics. So this is Sushant from Samartha Vidya classes, which is for engineering and science students. We have been helping people for the preparation for the 11th and 12th and also for the engineering entrances, and also students who are currently in their degree and diploma courses. So if you want to know about us, you can visit our Facebook page, or you can just email us at samarthavidya@gmail.com. So this is Sushant signing off. So keep learning, keep watching, and happy learning.